Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with the Barbie Cutie Reveal Series 2 unboxing. So today I'm going to be reviewing all four of these in one video. And we have, of course, the llama, the little teddy bear type thing, the sloth, and our unicorn. So we're going to go through each of these one by one and see just exactly are they worth the $25 price point in US. Now, this is an uptick of a video for me because we in the US do have access to Toys R Us again. And it is through Macy's. I checked my local Macy's down in San Antonio, and I did find that the Toys R Us section was already up and ready to go. And that makes me so excited because as a 90s kid, Toys R Us was the glue that held us together. So I did buy all of these from the Toys R Us inside Macy's. The retail price is $24.99. I do have the stickers that are over these, and I don't know if they're going to be able to be peeled off to get the actual UPCs. But this is actually called the Fantasy Series, I guess. Oh, awesome. It's going to come off. Okay, so I can get you guys the actual UPCs. But they were actually running a 20% off. So I did actually get these for about 21 instead of the 25. Now here is the UPC for our first member, and that is the Llama, which is our standard Millie. I'm gonna push these girls back and wait for their turn so we can get a little more room to look at her. So again, there is no guesswork to these. The girl that is on the box is the doll that is inside. It is nicer than the color reveals. We do have some more fun artwork on the sides over here showing off all the dolls. And we have a little guide to what you're getting inside, which is 10 surprises. But we've got a full mascot suit. The top of the mascot suit reverses into a jacket, which kind of feels a little bit like it's, like they could have given us a shirt instead. And then accessories and a pet that matches the costume. In addition, there are some temperature reveals. So we'll see what all those are about. And there is this little hole right here at the top that lets you kind of feel what the material feels like. But we are going to open that now. And because I have no nails right now, I'm just going to use my little box cutter. And we are going to take our little pink llama out. And that is it. There's nothing else in the tube. Everything comes out in that one little spot. So here is our llama. Now, as you can see, she has hoofs. And she has hoofs up here. So it's not just paws like we got all of the paws for the last go round were the same pretty much. So they were interchangeable. These are more cued toward their actual mascot. So in the first series, we did have kind of an issue with their hair on some of the dolls feeling a little grimy from being done up in these heads. But this is a really cute head. Now the head itself, I don't know if this really screams llama, but you get it with like the little hair things and then the hoofs, but no tail, unfortunately. But let's see what she looks like underneath her head. Okay. So her hair is all twisted up, She has more of a gold hair than the standard Millie, and she of course has these blue streaks in her hair. But this hair looks much more yellow than Millie's that we've gotten in the past. So I'm kind of here for it. It's very cute. We don't often get a lot of blue in like our Millie dolls, but it's very cute. Now I would probably have to run this under some hot water just to release these kind of wild curls from it being twisted up like that, but it doesn't feel grimy like we had in the first series. So they either changed the type of hair that they used or something. But it's nice long hair. With these, I wouldn't have minded if they had done the molded hair. I don't usually love the molded hair when Barbie does it, but it could be cute underneath these mascot suits. But let's take a look. So we've got our little hoof shoes. Very cute. They do have a little horseshoe under there with the Barbie on him. Very cute. And then we've got our little hand hoofs. Very cute. I almost wish they were bigger, though, and not just hand-sized. But still very fun. And of course, we do still have the molded underwear on these dolls, which isn't the best kind of vibe, but is still fun. And then this is the pattern for the inside. It's like little ice cream cones and like things like that. I'm not going to turn these inside out for the video because the sleeves are kind of hard to do that. So I'll show you kind of how you would do it if you were going to turn them inside out. You'd want to just kind of push the hands through is probably going to be your best bet. But even then, it doesn't go super smoothly, and you kind of have to make it work like that. As you see? And then it just becomes kind of like a jumper or a sweatshirt kind of thing. But it's cute, but it's not something that I would style a doll with most of the time. I'm going to keep this as the mascot, most likely. But they're very cute. Little shirts underneath. But because they do have that molded top already, I'm not as inclined to turn this inside out, especially considering this is the front, this is the back. But it's very cute. And then, of course, we've got our pants, which are just kind of fuzzy. They don't turn inside out, which is okay. You know, I'm actually not mad at this face paint either, because I don't see a ton of pixelation. Like, there's a little bit right there in the iris, but she's got a pretty good face. The only thing I would have to do is take her hair and heat treat it, or just brush it out a lot to get it to smooth out those weird ripples from being twisted. But it's a really cute doll. I thought I was going to not like this head as much as I would on some of the others, but we do have an articulated Barbie. She is not a full articulated because she doesn't have the wrist articulation. She's more of like a playline articulated, but even then they get a lot of the wrist articulation too. But on this line, it is kind of necessary to not have that wrist articulation so you can shove these so kids can shove the little like character hands on, because if there was the wrist articulation, you'd bend it, you'd break the fingers, and those wrist molds are kind of a pain. But she's very cute. So our mascot suit is fully out. So we have our pants, our jacket, our head, and of course our hoofs. Very, very cute. Now let's see what all we've got in our surprise bags. So this one is the brush, so we do get a little comb. These are actually pretty good for Barbie brushes because the bristles are thick. So it's actually a step up for Barbie brushes, I think. Because I think the mermaid brushes were thinner than this, but if you could look at how thick that plastic is, it means it's going to hold up better. But that's also got the sponge on the back to dip in cold water. We have our little baby llama. See his little button tail. But very cute. It's a nice little toy room play figure kind of thing. And then we've got a shiny material skirt. They really kind of cheap out on the skirts that they give us in this line. They did it in the first series too. But it's cute. You know, it's not trying too hard. At least it's not the one with the ruffles and the bows. Like, I can use this for somebody. And then we, of course, get some shoes and a little headband to show the character. I think these are actually a new shoe mold, surprisingly. And this is a head Barbie, which means that it's going to fit, it's a Barbie head on this mold, which means it'll fit our tall and curvy Barbies on Made to Move. So that's an added surprise I didn't think we'd get. And they go on there. Really, I feel like nothing on this outfit matches, but it's cute. And we put our little headband on, just to show you guys her little alpaca ears, or llama ears. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be an alpaca or a llama. But very cute. And of course she'll have some color reveal, which I'm going to do all of their kind of color reveal things here at the end of the video. Just so I can go get an ice cube and not have it melt on me at the side. But let's take a look at our poster that comes with it. Well, it's got the instructions. So you're supposed to take all the stuff off the doll first, which we did. Take everything out, flip the jackets, get everything together, change the makeup if you want, and we can actually put our little pet inside the head is what they're telling us. So that's fun. And then, of course, this is the artwork for all four of them. It's called the Fantasy Series, which is kind of funny because only really one of these is a fantasy creature, and that's the unicorn. But it's still fun. So, what we're going to do is we're going to keep these two out, and we are going to put our mascot uniform back into the tube. But we'll keep the comb out for her. But we'll set her off to the side. Because next, we have our little purple bear doll. Very cute. Let me get the actual UPC sticker visible for you guys. Okay, almost all the way off. So this is the UPC for anybody who's looking for it, for the teddy bear. And she is very cute. Again, we've got the same kind of artwork over here. The same kind of surprise features over here. And then a full color artwork. Again, these are not surprise dolls because you are going to get whichever one is on this little flag, which is great because if you're like me and you want to collect a whole series, it really is just a lot easier to do that than to buy, 8 to 10 of a series trying to get enough codes to figure out where what is. Okay, and we've got our contents of our second Cutie reveal. Very cute. These are a lot of stars on here. They are stickers, kind of. They're like applique stickers, it feels like. I'm not 100% on how well these are going to hold up, but they might be pressed on the actual fabric, but it's very cute. It holds up. These are rainbow holographic, if you can see that through the camera, but very cute. Now she does have the same paws that we got in Series 1, so nothing new with those. So we're gonna take those off. And again, I'm not complaining about ankle articulation on these dolls because you do have to shove them into these feet. And we've got our little paws. Again, they've got little hearts on their little pads. And very cute. Again, no wrist articulation for these dolls because you have to shove them into the gloves. But let's take a look at her pretty face. Let's see how her hair holds up, though. Okay, so here is our head. It's very cute. These are what the openings look like. It's just cloth. There's no plastic to shove around, which is great because that means they'll fit easily onto a Ken doll. This one, her hair doesn't feel as clean, surprisingly, as the Millie did. I feel like I don't know. She looks a little different. I'm not sure if that's a different head mold. Let's see. No, 2003. Okay. So that's not a new head mold. But she looks very good. No obvious pixelation on here. She's got some lilac under highlights, a little bit on the top, but not a lot. And of course, her hair is all tangled up from being twisted. Again, I kind of wish they had just given us short hairstyles for these dolls because there is not enough room for the hair in these heads. So she is one that is definitely going to need a hot water bath. Normally that is going to be enough to get your doll's hair to relax. She's got a lot of hair though, which is good. And it feels quality. It's just kind of, tangled up from the thing. But again, really long hair. So she looks really good. So let's see what's underneath. Okay, so she has a lilac or kind of light lavender underwear set. So that's good. Oh, I dropped the jacket. This is what the interior looks like. Kind of cute. I'll show y'all what the sleeves look like. I think it's one of those like coat hanger tools that they use to turn out for seam allowances. Boom, boom, boom. And this is why I don't turn them inside out normally, but I just want to show you guys the actual jackets and what they look like. Okay, there we go. So that's what that would look like. It does turn into a jumper of sorts. So they're big and they're baggy, and they have that Velcro, which makes it a little difficult to really want to style these with something. But you could do it kind of like that almost, or you can just leave it as a jumper. Either way. But I don't use the tops when I style these dolls later. I just use the mascot uniforms. And these mascot uniforms do fit Ken dolls, FYI. The only difference being that it's a little harder to get the feet and hands to fit, but the heads go on just fine, and the clothes go on just fine. So if you are wanting to put your Ken dolls into these, you can. And now I've got them kind of stuck. You can kind of squeeze them like that to get it to come out, so that works. But it's very cute. Again, I worry about how well these stars are going to hold up. I feel like they're going to peel off, but still very cute. And again, a very cute doll. Good face, a very basic face. They do have that playline color reveal makeup that we're going to look at later in the video. So she's going to need her hair redone, but it's okay. And there's nothing special to these pants. They don't turn inside out or anything. They're just the pants for the mascot suit. And we're going to go into our surprises that we got now. So here is our teddy bear. Again, he has some color reveal, so we're going to look at him later. I don't love how these articulated ones sit, because they sit at like 110 degrees and not a 90 degree. Here's the comb that we've got, a nice sturdy comb to get through that hair. Here are our shoes and our headband. I'll look at those closer in just a second. Okay, I feel like I've seen these shoes before. And these are the regular B for Barbie. So this is going to be our petite and our original made to moves. So that's good. And we put them on just like that. And we've got our little headband that we can put on her also, like that. And then our last surprise is going to be the skirt. And this is actually really cute, because it's done in like a mermaid kind of sheen. Like, normally I wouldn't style something with this, but I feel like I could use this a lot easier than I can use those other kind of just shiny material skirts, because this actually has a decent feel to it, because it doesn't feel like it's going to break down like a lot of those heavily vinyl skirts will. But so that's how we have her for right now. She is going to get some more detailing in just a few minutes after we get her color reveal stuff going, but we're going to do that at the end. So now we're going to take our mascot stuff. This is our mascot uniform, just like that for our teddy bear, and pop it back into her tube and take her paws, in case you needed to look at those paws again. Just like this and this. And pop them right back in there. And we're going to move on to our third doll of our line, which is, of course, this beautiful pink sloth doll. This is the one that I was kind of most excited about because you just don't see a lot of sloth in dolls. So it is great to see this because I am going to put a Ken doll in this most likely. Here is the UPC for the Sloth Doll. Again, these are $25 retail. I picked mine up at Toys R Us at Macy's. I got them at a sale for Labor Day here in the US, so I only paid about $21, which is great. And we're going to take all of her surprises and stuff out of the bin now. Okay, and see, nothing else in that bin now. We're going pop just like that. And here is our Sloth Cutie reveal. Like, that is just so cute. Like, that face, just aw. And we do have new paws, which is great. And she is more pink than I would have loved. I was hoping she was going to be more purple like the artwork suggested. But she is kind of more of a hot pink compared to the magenta that shows here on the artwork. But that's okay. She's still really cute. But let's take a closer look at these paws and claws. Like I said, we do have new molds for these compared to Series 1, where they were all the same. Very cute. And then here are paws for the hands. Very cute, just the 3 fingers. I feel like these could have been a little longer, but still very cute and pretty detailed. You can see the hair on these, which is great. And then, of course, we've got our head. I love this head. It's so cute. Let's see what her face looks like underneath. So there is our sloth head. It's great. And now she has got purple hair with some green. I'm kind of surprised we don't see this color combination more often for like the mermaids. Her hair is kind of oily, but we're going to comb it out real quick. Just do a quick comb out to try and smooth it. Because the problem with having these long hair dolls being shoved up into the mascot heads is that we really kind of like compromise on their hair having to be wrapped up, which is not the best when it comes to doll hair. Oh, she's got a snag somewhere in there. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. There we go. I guess not. There's a snag somewhere that is just catching every time. Interesting. But as you can see, she's got a lot of hair, which is great. They don't skimp out on that. Some of the color reveals, I feel like they don't have as much hair as they could, but she's really cute. She is not a Kira, but almost a Malibu tone. I'm not sure. Like, I've got this curvy, so she's lighter than the curvy one. But let me see. This is a basketball player. Is she that tone? Kinda. Don't mind this basketball player. She's been through a lot. But she is not our standard tone that we generally get for our Hispanic Latinas, which is not to say she's not a Hispanic tone. They come in all shades. But she's very close to what we usually get for Millie, and Millie is actually really pale in this one. So she may actually just go on an original made-to-move skin tone, which is great because she's going to be easier to rebody. And she's got a really pretty face, surprisingly. Look at those bright green eyes. Good lips, nice eyebrows. Very good. So let's take a look at what's under her jumper. So she's got pink, which is good. And then let's see what the pattern under hers. It's supposed to be flowers. So it's very cute. It's like hibiscus flowers. Very cute, very cute. And we're gonna just kind of press and twist. I feel like it's gonna be faster to get this turned around. So that's what the sweater looks like. And we turn it around like that, and it'd be a jacket or like a house coat. But they're very cute. But again, I don't style a doll with these because I prefer to keep the mascot suits together. So I'd rather just use them as the mascot suits. But as you can see, there's actually a little bit of blue in there, which is great. So that's a really cute sloth. Let's take a look at these pants again. Again, there is no reversible side of the pants because pants are a little hard to do reversible with the seams, but very cute. That completes our mascot uniform. And then we've got our comb, which is in more of like a soft pink. And of course we've got our little pet, and he's so cute. I love you. And he's got some color reveal features that we're going to look at here in a bit. And then we have another of those kind of mermaid scale skirts done in more of like a green. It's more like a teal, I guess. Not a perfect match to her hair color, surprisingly, but still very cute. We're going to put that on her so you guys can see. Of course, there we go. There's the seam. It's very cute. It's giving Little Mermaid, like this pink and this kind of like lavender pink and top and the teal bottom. It's very much giving an Ariel kind of vibe, which is great. And then we've got that right there. Ooh, actually, hold on. I gotta take her shoes and put them on. Almost forgot about that. So we've got this sort of hibiscus flower headband, so it's not animal ears. So that's great because I can use this in other aspects without having to worry too much about that. Because the sloth doesn't have ears on the top of its head. Because it's a sloth. And I don't know why this is not going on correctly. There we go. Her hair is a little more wild. I think these are new shoe molds. I don't remember seeing these. These are B for Barbie, so it's going to be just our petites and originals in the made to move that'll wear these shoes. And again, she looks super cute. She's hanging out with her friends. And so we're going to move on to the last one in this series 2 after we put these away. So the last one in Series 2 is, of course, the unicorn. And she is very cute. From what we can tell just from the box art, she's got 3 different colors in her hair. And her unicorn pet looks super cute. So, we shall see what she looks like on the inside. Let me take the sticker off so I can show you all the actual UPC. Again, I picked these up at Macy's and the Toys R Us. They were having a sale, so I got mine for $21. These do go down in price at Target and Walmart after a couple of months. The Series 1, which came out, I think, 6 or 7 months ago now, is already reduced to, I think, 17 in most cases, is what I see in stores a lot. Which isn't great for a doll, but is better than 25. So let's take out our doll. Bada boom. We're going to put these back there. And here is our unicorn head. It's a little squished, but very cute. Again, we have the hoofs, the same ones that we got with the alpaca, but these are in teal. Maybe not teal. This is more of like a turquoise, I guess, kind of. Y'all will see the color. But we've got pink, we've got yellow, we've got blue in her fur colors. I kind of wish she had a tail. That would have been really cute, but I get it. So let's take a closer look at these hoofs. So here are the ones for the hands. Little hearts in there. Again, they just slide in. Series 1, these were secured with rubber bands to keep them on. They didn't do that with Series 2, surprisingly. But you can do that, like little hair elastics, to keep them on the hands a little more securely. Here are hoofs for the feet. Again, these do make it so they can balance a little bit better, so they could stand up on their own most of the time. But let's take a look at her face and see what we're working with. I think she's going to be on a Kira skin tone, but I'm not sure. Oh, gosh. I'm getting vampire vibes from her. Major vampire vibes. She has got some, like, magenta eyes. I don't think I've ever seen magenta eyes on a Barbie. Like, this is giving serious vampire vibes. Like, I am here for it, though. Her hair, unfortunately, does feel really gritty. And I'm not sure if it's just because it needs to be brushed. We're going to give it a brush to kind of work that out. But it does feel like it's a different hair type compared to the others. But so you can see we've got magenta, we've got kind of a lime green, and we've got a light blue in there. Oh, this is not coming well from this. It might be the actual hair needs to be blow washed. But still very cute. Try to find that part so we can style it correctly. I think she's supposed to just have a middle part right there, yeah. So it's very cute in theory, but her hair is wild. Like, for a doll that's fresh out of the box, these dolls' hair needs to be worked on when you open the box. Like, that's how that works. There's no way you're going to take these out of the box and really like how their hair looks. But, again, it's not hard to fix their hair. It's just kind of tedious that you have to use the really hot water to get through. This one I may actually also use conditioner on just because it feels really rough. But with this face, I'm here for it. She is actually paler than Millie by like a half a shade. So I think she is going to be the purple top made to move. Or she could actually be the blonde tall one that we got for the Barbie Looks series. I think she's model number 3, but don't quote me on that because I'm bad at those. And then we, of course, have our very cute kind of lavender top. There's a little bit of marking on hers, which is disappointing, but I can just rub that off probably with a little bit of dish soap when I do her hair. But very cute clouds here on the inside. And we're going to try this pinch and twist. Okay. So this is what the jumper would look like. We do it like that. It's cute. Again, I don't use these to style dolls. I just use them for the mascot uniforms. I kind of wish they gave us a shirt also, and that way they wouldn't have to do the molded underwear on these dolls, which does make them a little hard to use for rebodying, but it does work. You can rebody these if you just need like a playline doll that needs to be just a little bit articulated. But if you're like me and you use them for head donors, you're gonna need to do this on a color match for Made to Move. So we go back to our mascot uniform over there. Very cute. I like the little silver horn, actually. And then we take our little mascot pants off. And they're very cute. Then we're going to start looking at our surprise bags that we got. So this is her shoes and headband. So not new shoe molds, for sure. I've seen this done 1,000 times. These are just little Converse done in the same matching color at least, which is good. And they will just slip on. These will fit our original Made to Move and our petite Made to Moves. We put her little unicorn headdress on, which is kind of fun. And then we also have our skirt, which is made out of the mermaid material, thankfully. So 3 out of 4 have this mermaid material skirt, which is great, compared to the just pure vinyl skirt that we got on our Millie. But it's very cute. I think I would actually swap this skirt with the one from our Sloth, just because it was more of a color match. But it still works. And then we have our comb with our sponge for our color reveal. And let's take a look at our, oh, so cute, our little unicorn pet with a little tail and everything, a little gold horn. Very cute. So that is where we are going to take a short break, and I'm going to fix their hair and get the ice cube to do the color reveal. But I'm going to put all of this back in its tube like that. Bada boom. And I'll be back in just a minute. All right, y'all, we are back with our hair freshly washed, and it's going to take me a little bit longer to get that hair to not crimp from where it was rolled up there at the back, but it looks good. I did have to cut about an inch off of our unicorn doll just because her ends were so fried that I just had to do it. So we're going to do the pets first and show you guys the color reveal. I do have a little Gatorade scoop full of ice to use my sponge with, so that you guys can see the color reveal aspects of them. There's not a ton of color reveal really to these, but well, maybe I'll just use the ice cube instead. So we just go like that, and it just pops up just like that. We've got our eyes open, we're awake, because he got a cold shower. And so it's very cute like that. And same thing for a little teddy bear. We've got our eyes open, and our little sloth. Again, just with eyes open. And a sloth isn't awake, let's be real. And our last one, we have our unicorn. Just like that. Very cute. So again, all of them, they just get their eyes opened for the pets. But let's take a look at our Barbies now and see what they look like after we hit them with the little cold water. These got a lot of hot water, so they are still fresh in the still fresh from the whatchamacallit. So there we have our makeup for our first one. I'm going to run that sponge a little along it. I was hoping it would soak up some of that excess water. I guess not. And then if you just want to get rid of that nose, you just run your finger over it. They're really sensitive to color change, so you do just kind of get the eye makeup on there. So it's not a lot for that one. Let's see what our purple one looks like. So our purple doll just gets a little star on her cheeks, both sides, and then her little thing on her nose. So not much to that one either, unfortunately. Trying to use these to soak it up, and they really just don't soak, do they? But again, very cute. Your body heat is enough to change it back, so if you're trying to keep it like that, don't touch the face afterwards. And here we've got our Sloth Girl. She gets some very cute eye makeup and a little sloth nose. So it's just the teal around the eyes for her eye makeup, for her color reveal. Very cute. So there's a lot to those. And then let's see what our unicorn girl, who is hereby known as the vampire, does. So she gets an even more kind of vamp look. Like, all right. So nothing too terrifying, but they look cute. Now, are they worth it for the 25 each? That really depends on your personal feelings. I like these dolls to get for the mascot suits. That's about it. Occasionally the skirts are of good quality. 3 out of 4 of these had the mermaid scale skirts, so those worked out in my favor. But most of the time we get these that are like the vinyl that just don't really hold up well over time. But the mascot suits are adorable. The dolls are very cute. This one I'm especially excited for just because she does have such a unique kind of alarming face. I do like this one because it's a different hair color Millie that we hardly ever get, is that yellow tone. And this one looks good. I feel like I've seen her face and her hair combination in a couple of different mermaid Barbies before. So, I would have preferred to have seen her with, like, braids. I feel like would have been really cool for her. But, again, so my final thoughts on this series is that it's well done. The mascot suits are well made. The outfits are kind of cute. I'm still not a fan of the reversible jacket from Series 1, but it is, like, considered a surprise, I guess. I do love the little pets. The headbands are okay. Like, I get where they're going with it. But, it's all right. I do wish that they could find a way to make these on made-to-move bodies and leave off the molded underwear, because it's a pain. Because now you can't do anything with, like, strapless on these bodies. But on the upside, they're very cute. There is a Series 3 coming out soon, so I will probably get another video of those up whenever I get those available. And I'm excited to have Toys R Us back at Macy's here in the US. So these are going to be available at the Toys R Us at Macy's. They're going to be available at Walmart, Target, Amazon. They're all generally around the same price, just because they are new. They will go down to probably about $17 eventually if you want to hold out and wait to get these on your own. But they're fun, and they bring something new to the Barbie universe, which is these mascot suits, and I honestly think they're worth it. Do I kind of wish they would throw the occasional Ken doll in these lineups? Yes, but alas, Ken never gets the love he deserves. So if you guys have any questions on these, leave them in the comments, and I will get back to you. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a like, and as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.